and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube chit chat. My name is Inezak and this is my YouTube channel. So guys, I just want to go straight to the point. Two videos I want to react upon. Are you there? So this is AMQAROL who have decided to went a wall against Deemwango. It only exhibits one thing, that jealousy itself. It also shows that the lady herself has completely and profusely failed in her life's objectives. So she wants to mirror herself in this Deemwango life, thinking that she's the one achieving all those kind of things. Therefore, she cannot. Now, she's been hit by the reality that she's past age. She's past that time and any minute as we speak to now. She can hardly achieve anything, even plus orgasm. She cannot. That's why if she doesn't speak of a manhood, she descends so low of going berserk against Deemwango. You know, things that were at the past, things that were even resolved, things that were even at times we've come onto this camera and perforated and tell her there is nothing of that substantial ground that happened, never and nada. Now resurrect. If you see this kind of video, you'll basically tell that there's lack of content. She even admitted back then that there's now no content. These people are not traveling, they've been denied their content. That's why she was even against Deemwango having jetted back to Kenya, their home country. She wanted Deemwango to be outside there so that she can get other things, so that she can come and manipulate the supporters with a twisted narrative. So let's watch this video, then I will come back with the gist.
Let JB come out and tell us who the real you is. And of course he did, right guys? Yes, he did. JB told us the real you. Don't come out here and tell us, oh, you know, Castor can't tell you the real me. Oh, sure. No, those are the people you just met and they were passing by. If we want to know the people that have been with you and they have told us who you really are, go and ask Jam Tours. Ask Jam Tours. You were with Jam Tours. He took you all over the place. He took you to Ghana. You came back, you arranged for the business Airbnb. What did you do? That is the real person that you are, that you're talking about. This is the real person that you're talking about. Oh, the real person that I am. What is it that you did, Sean? What is it that you did with Castor? How can they know the real you? The real you took Jam Tours to African Tigress home during African Tigress father's burial or funeral. What did you do? What did you do over there? Deemwango, you want us to start unveiling the real you? You want us to start unveiling the real you? What did you do? And then coming back from African Tigress home after burying their father, what did you tell Jam Tours about African Tigress? Were you not the one who was going around talking about people? This is the real you that we know. What is it you are talking about here? Do you want us to unleash? Do you want us to start unleashing again the old videos of the person that you really are?
And that is the reasons I've been telling you that she cannot reason at all. She goes berserk. She comes on the set when she's stupidly drunk and stupidly emotional and started putting on and parading on her verbiage that are not making sense. Now, these are the things that she has spoken to several times, countless number of times. And people are not heeding calls. People have just refused to hate Deemwango. People have just refused to hate the AMQAROL. People are still subscribing and watching because the campaigning itself flopped terribly. That's why even up to now, they are now resorting to verbally attack, emotionally attack, attacking people and insulting. Are you there? They cannot reason until it reaches a point you want to reason with them. They either block you, they either insult you, they go tribal, tirade, because they have been cornered. Now, if you listen to this lady, what is the kind of a point that this lady and this quarrel is bringing front or is fronting onto this camera? You cannot reason it at all. Which impact is it going to make? Because all those stories of yours and all your intention flopped. Guys, you know, wasting my time into verbal attack and wasting my time to come and add some things that cannot be, cannot dissent. And of this dissent, is not really what, it's just worthless. Now see this Basek. Since January, since 2 years ago when you started talking bad about Deemwango, which means every content has been diminished, has been exhausted. We've countered you left and right until you want to go and do a recap. Okay, if you're a rapporteur, you can do a recap. And the same things you've been saying. Everything has reached a cul-de-sac. It has reached the exhaustion point, which means you have to exit. No point you're making, so repugnant. That is only the confirmation that this lady is living in Ayanda. That this lady is regretting deep of having achieved nothing in her life. The hate that he vexed with, the hate that he outburst, except towards or against Deemwango, really speaks of jealousy, really speaks of of something that this lady, I don't know, you missed. If you wasted your prime time, Deemwango cannot waste it anymore. And Deemwango is making the use of that kind of time so constructively so. Go find your piece or collect your pieces where you left them. Pack them if they can make a whole. No, your pieces of shit or your pieces of dingy life cannot make a whole. They can just make you a whole. Forget, and that is what you are. There is another individual whom does not even know where she belongs. Whether he, she, or she, he, or which kind of a pronoun she could really fit he or her. Even him or he or she doesn't know. You know what I'm talking about? If you don't know what I'm talking about, let me just go deep and go further. The question that I could ask this guy, what do you want from my manhood? Have you also bent low and joined the wars and contributing to the ranks of stupidity into this social platform? Last time, or a few weeks ago, or days ago, a week or so, whenever I spoke to people who sometimes get so stupid on the internet, getting some free Wi-Fi and free bundles here and there, and some from the donators, you come onto this platform to come and hear your stupidity. This is what I really describe you as. Gibberish, having an empty cell, that instead of spewing wisdom, you're spewing mucus and saliva. And that is what you have got in your head. Guys, I don't want to go far. Let's watch this video.
Speaking a lot of vocabularies doesn't make you smart. When people are reasoning out, at least reason out like a man. You could be uncircumcised, like people say, but it doesn't make you a child forever. Your age, nigga. Your age, man. Respect your age. Even if you are an uncircumcised. Just reason out, man. Don't be a fool. Don't be a fool. This is a family, man. They lost someone. It's not a must. He did his part. Did his part. For real. A neighbor. I'm talking about a neighbor. I'm talking about someone who was working for you. Damn, man. You could be in this dump. You couldn't be this dumb, man.
That is the video, how quite absurd it is. You could see my write-ups because this guy was on a premiere and he took it trumpage, talking gibberish against AMQAROL. I engaged him or her on a discourse. I thought it was being constructive because my write-ups was so constructive, not the way it's depicting it here. If you could read, because this guy was studying MRO, bringing the MRO house, that MRO could not go to the funeral. Why? It is on the same pyramid and the same question, and of the same breath, I decided to unleash my questions to him. Perhaps I think the question itself busted her mind. The question itself agitated him. He couldn't even answer. I just asked him, brother, in this modern day and age, it is not a must everybody to attend the funeral if you could not do. Once you do your contribution to help the family during the burial, and most importantly, is after the burial, because the family will be left, because people will come and eat the food to give the family psychosocial support. Then after 3 days, the family will be left alone. That's when all the foods this family had, they've already given the congregation and eaten. By the time you will be at your comfort zone, this family will be suffering. Nobody will even think about them. You couldn't think about that. It's the essence I told you, in this modern age, people must stop gossiping into cheap things. You don't go to the funeral and start marking a register who came, who didn't come. People even nowadays attend funeral through teleconference. People even send representatives. What was the problem? Okay, what would you gain if Amaro went to that funeral? I ask her again, and you must get me into context. I'm addressing both. I'm being sensitive over here because I don't want to be insensitive. Ask her again, or ask him again. What was your contribution into this funeral, if there is any? Because the list of those who contributed, we have nothing. You are at Amaro Place. You are at Nyabo Anze. You contributed nothing in the party. What happened? You ate free food. What happened? You defecated in Amaro's place. What happened? You took there your backside to be knocked, because that's what you are. You know, I'm going low and descending low because he descended low. What do you want from my manhood? Or are you being knocked behind? That's why you're mentioning my manhood. But let me teach you the basics and the principles. So simple, 101, communication 101. When somebody engages you into public discourse or any kind of verbal concerns that can arouse public interaction and engagement going forward, you must be so intelligent, not expressing yourself foolishly in capital letters. When you ask a question, provide an answer. You don't descend to somebody's manhood. Guys, this is the problem in Kenya. So, those who believe on their manhood, those who believe on the circumcision things, those who believe and get themselves entitled that their manhood is everything. That's why you cryptically could see the semblance of their attitude and their reaction. My friend, I'm originally made. I don't bleach. I don't do makeup because I cannot perform doing that. If you're in that league, who go sells their backward in the Kilimani over there, come to me, I'm not one. These people cannot engage themselves in a constructive discourse. You challenge them by the truth, they descend to my manhood. You wanted to lick it? Tell me when you'll be available, then I come and I dip it in right side your mouth. Because it seems that's the work that you do. My friend, I cannot gallivant myself in the social media or being a social bimbo. Gallivanting left and right, telling women to adopt me. By the way, what is your main intention in this YouTube street? A story for another day, and I will tell you. Next time, reasons with me. If you want me to reason with you, reason with me. If you want to bring every kind of a war step to my door, I will bring it double, triple, right side in your door. Get up in your gumboot, your trench coat, and I get up with my regalia so that we meet at that point and we make rubber meet the road. In fact, fuck you.